What is happening? Moolah, Jason Shepard here. It's 9 o'clock at night. What am I do? For those of you that know me, you're saying, what on earth is Jason doing up so late? And that is true. It is. It's past my bedtime. I got these bags under my eyes too. So good to see all of you. Kind of a spontaneous live stream, as you can tell. I still have the 14-day Moolah Challenge countdown, and I realized about 5 minutes before going live, I probably need another countdown, but didn't have time. So forgive me for that. Rami over on YouTube, great to see you. Hunter, watch on Instagram, great to see you. My beautiful wife is on Instagram as well, watching. Who's out there on TikTok as well? Hey, I wanted to talk briefly. We'll get into the wild ride. The stock market has. Is that my buddy Andre? Good to see you as well. You made it all the way over here, huh? We'll talk about the wild ride the stock market has taken this week as well. But some of you know this. Rami knows this. Hunter, I don't know if you know this. Andre, I don't know if you know this. But the Moolah app just hit Apple literally yesterday. It's like been 24 hours. So if you have not downloaded the Moolah Invest app, it would mean the world to Magda, my beautiful wife, and I, if you would check it out. I have been, Magda as my witness, just sitting here like nonstop. We've been having customers. I've got my cool board over here where I can see where all the customers pop up. Rami, I saw when you popped up the other day. I can see when everybody pops up. It's pretty exciting. So that is available. So Hunter, when you're done, I saw Hunter said, I'm keeping me company while I caramelize some onions. You do what you got to do, you know? So when you're done with your caramelized onions, do download the Moolah Invest app, check it out, and let's put one foot in front of the other and start building that financial future for everybody, right? One thing you all know is, and hopefully agree with, we like to take complex subjects and break them down into plain English. We did it for many years in aviation. Now we're helping others steward their personal finances. Hey, let's briefly talk. And by the way, any comments, any questions, please put them in the chat. Like I said, I've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok up. So hey, to everybody out there as well. I see username Fly Alpha Foxtrot over on TikTok. Good, you made it over here as well. Good to see you on here. Let's talk about this wild ride the stock market has taken this week. And honestly, if you're someone who invests, is thinking about investing, whatever it is, you may be looking at this going, oh snap, what on earth is going on? And I want to remind you, I'll get into the nitty-gritty details, but I want to remind you, investing like this is never about timing the market, trying to get in at exactly the right time, and oh, maybe Trump's going to do this, so I'll do this. Or like don't even worry about that. It is about time in the market, not about timing the market. If you are young or you've got some runway in front of you, like let's use that. Let's use that time. Let's maximize that time to work on that opportunity. Because at the end of the day, that is what's so valuable and so important with all of this. So again, last promotion, sales pitch, I promise. But I want you to really, I want you thinking, what can I be doing? How can I be putting that one foot in front of the other? What is that next right move? Hopefully it's downloading the Moolah Invest app and everything else and taking action on that. And Rami, you're exactly right. It's about stock market's going down, invest now, right? And then let it ride. Isn't that ever the truth as far as that goes? I love down markets because it gives you an opportunity, like you said, to do a little dollar cost averaging and everything else as far as that goes. So let's talk about, and I realize I'm like really leaning in and I'm like really excited and I apologize. My wife, she's right over here. She's so beautiful. She came over and said, hey, Jason, you're halfway off the camera on vertical video. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back here so I don't get in trouble anymore. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let's talk about what's happened. And everything I'm about to say, this is not a political statement. This isn't a Republican Democrat thing. This isn't a Trump Harris thing. This isn't any of that. It's just the facts of what has happened. Whether you like it or not, guess what? It really doesn't matter because it's happening, and we get to work through it. There are opportunities. You can make money with Republicans. You can make money with Democrats. You can make money with independents in the office. It really doesn't matter. Trust me. Okay? That's what I want you to be thinking about. Now, that being said, again, not a political statement. First thing, the market came out so strong Friday. President Trump comes out and says, hey, we're making a crypto reserve. Unfortunately, right now, we still live in a world where the market and crypto, they say they're not tied together, and they're right, but psychologically, they're tied together. And I understand very well how crypto works and everything else. And it's supposed to be decentralized and away from the stock market. But if crypto goes up, the market tends to go up. If crypto goes down, the market sometimes can tend to go down as well. They're not perfectly decentralized like a gold or bonds or something like that. So do keep that in mind. So Trump announces he's making a crypto reserve. The market goes up. Crypto goes to the moon. Literally, it's since come back down. And by the way, as far as the economics of it go, I'm excited about a crypto reserve, right? We had Fort Knox with gold. We're off the gold standard now. Whether there's gold or not in Fort Knox, that's of little interest to me. I guess we'll find out. But a crypto reserve is intriguing because I really believe this is the future. I believe the blockchain and a decentralized or somewhere in between type exchange will continue to be the future. So that's intriguing to me. That caused the market to go up. Now the market, well, today was a good day, but Monday and Tuesday, the market really tanked because now we realize that President Trump was serious about those tariffs and signed those tariffs into place. What we don't realize is not just the impact, a 25% tariff's gonna have. If you look at the actual supply chain, something like steel for a car can go back and forth over the border in different forms several times. And this is why the likes of GM and Ford were all freaking out. And by the way, Ford and GM just beaten up, good stocks, good companies, just really beaten up because of the tariff announcement. If you saw the news today, Trump said, okay, time out. I'll hold off on auto manufacturer tariffs. The market goes up. What does all of this mean? Did GM's business structure change? Did Ford's business, none of this really changes things, right? They're still good companies. These companies affected by the tariffs, still good companies. We're still betting on America at the end of the day with all of this. It is noise. It is noise. And honestly, I read a really interesting study. I did a video on it today, actually. It'll be coming out in a few weeks, probably 2 weeks. I can't remember the name of the group, but they did a study on an active trader versus a passive trader, stock market. Who does better, do you think? The active trader averaged 3.7% as their annual return because they're always trying to get in and out and squeeze a dollar here and do this, and they're checking. And I love you in the Moolah app, but you don't need to be checking it every 3 hours, right? The passive investor, like you said, Rami, the passive investor is who wins in the long run. It was the person who sets it, forgets it. It's the person who puts the $100 a week deposit, whatever it is, auto investing and letting the thing ride. That's who really wins in the long run. And again, I recommend doing that in a low-cost index fund. We recommend, I show you the top ones in Moolah to utilize and to do and everything else so you can see all that. Now, with all of these tariffs and everything else and unemployment, and we're in this weird spot, you're going to see, if it hasn't started happening already, a new buzzword, And I'm going to predict that the media's, if they're not already talking about it, and I try not to check the news too much, they're going to be talking about it, which is called stagflation. Not inflation, stagflation. Stagflation takes a few things. It takes high inflation, which we're still dealing with right now. It takes slowing economic growth, which inflation does and can do. And it takes high unemployment, which we're getting and we're going to continue to experience. I think ADP released their payrolls on yesterday, and they were worse off than expected, right? Their unemployment's going to be creeping up. You could enter into a period of stagflation. Stagflation is tricky because egg prices are here, yet a large chunk of people are unemployed, prices are high, people don't have jobs, and the economy's not growing, so they're not likely to get jobs. That is stagflation. And really, you need any three of those levers: get some people employed, right? Lower inflation, or grow the economy to pull out of this sort of stuff. You look at something, now stagflation is not a depression or even a recession, by the way, it's a totally different thing. But you look at something like the Great Depression. It took a war to pull us out of that. Well, we say, what did a war do? Well, it caused the government to spend, which gave an economic engine, although it was, albeit artificial. It caused builders to build when people came back and everything else, right? So that is how that really goes from that standpoint. Watch for that word stagflation. Now you know what it means. So when your friends say, hey, stagflation, you're like, I filed that one away. I know what stagflation is. Hunter said on Instagram, eggs are like a luxury nowadays. Magda showed me a funny Facebook meme or something like that. It said, show me proof of your net worth. And it was somebody opening their fridge full of eggs. I said, it's a wealthy person. Load it up with eggs. I will pass on the omelets and I will happily stick with peanut butter and jelly. Good economy, bad economy, peanut butter and jelly, always the way to go. So here is the summary. Why is the stock market so crazy? Good day today, terrible Monday, terrible Tuesday. Number one, it's a buying opportunity. Number two, don't get sidetracked with the little wiggles and waggles. I know you want to log into your Moolah app and just look and go, I'm up, I'm down, I'm this, I'm that. Whatever it is, I get that. But you have to think beyond that. You have to think beyond that in everything that we do. So be focused on that. Hunter said on Instagram, my mom has 4 chickens and sit on a gold mine. Just watch out for bird flu, There's always something in the news they're talking about, right? We got to watch that. Listen, like I said, Moolah just launched on Apple. Thank you to all the congrats and everything else out there as well. To my favorite weatherman, thank you so much for all the congrats and everything else. Appreciate that a ton. Hey, Austin, long time no see. I was just sharing Moolah launched on Apple. So go to the App Store, search Moolah Invest. Would mean the world to me to have you in there as well. So that would be super. Again, just talk about the ups and downs of the market, what's been happening. At the end of the day, and I've shared this before, it's the 20-mile march. What is the 20-mile march? I'll end with this. Rami, you've heard this a million times. I apologize, but sometimes it's powerful to hear it again. 2 teams are racing across the country, the United States. One team says, hey, on the good days, I'm going to go 50 miles. On the bad days, I'll only go 10. On the really bad days, I'll just stay in my tent. I won't even go out. Oh, it's snowing. I don't feel well, whatever it is. The other team says, I'm going 20 miles every single day, no matter what. On the good days where they feel like they could go more, they hold back and they only go 20 miles. On the bad days where they don't want to go, they push forward and go 20 miles. When they don't feel like it, they go 20 every single day. 1 foot in front of the other, 20 miles. It's the classic tortoise and the hare type case. Who wins? It's the person who puts in the persistent effort. Hunter, you see this with your students in flight training. Show me a student who flies with you, Hunter, once a month. Geez, once every 2 weeks. and show me someone who flies 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, right? They put in the effort. They get the reps in, right? That person's going to solo sooner, learn sooner, spend less money, and just overall be safer, smarter because of that. Investing is the same way. Don't let this little wiggle waggle of the stock market affect you. You stay your course. You plow forward. That's all you need to do. All right? That's all you need to do. It's the tortoise and the hare. Listen, I love spending time with you guys, but those of you who know me, it is so far past my bedtime. We've got a 9-month-old. And Magda says she wakes up in the middle of the night. I sleep through it. But that's what she says. I don't hear it. I'm a heavy sleeper, apparently. Listen, you guys are such a blessing. Great to see you again. I'll try to sneak in some more live streams. Again, I know you already do. Like, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching this at. And again, head over, as soon as we hang up, head over to your app store, search Moolah Invest. Moolah Invest. There's links like in the bio and stuff too if you're watching this on Instagram. It's available on Google Play. It's available on the Apple App Store. So listen, thank you so much. Hunter, I saw Ray's video, by the way. Thank you so much for that. It made both Magda and I cry. So it was quite a great video. Andre said, my baby, 11. That's right, Andre. I forgot we're having little ones like the same time. 11 months old, and you had tornado warnings. Well, we just had that cold front go through. It was like a non-event, but you really had that cold front go through, my friend, didn't you? Hope you're doing well on your journey, and thanks for following us on our new journey as well. Andre, it means the absolute world to us. Listen, guys, have a blessed, abundant, outstanding night. Go download the Moolah Invest app. Actually, I see the blue dots popping up on Google Analytics over here now. So thank you for doing that. And I'll see you all. I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow doing something. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you.